Hello friends, welcome to Enjoy Financials classes. Today I am going to discuss how the loss, if you are finding in the balance sheet, as a banker, as a investor, as a financial analyst, you should treat that loss into the balance sheet. Okay. So before that, you must know that how loss payment, if the company has incurred the loss, how it is impacted in the balance sheet. Thereafter, I will inform you that how the company manipulate that loss. Okay. Then as a banker, how you should treat that manipulation. Okay, while analyzing. So first, suppose the company has made the total sales of 1000 and the total expenditure put together means raw material, labor, power, selling general and administration, interest, taxes. Matlab 14,50,000 in short you can say 10 lakh rupees is the total sales of the company and the 14,50,000 is the total expenditure. So the total loss of the company is how much? 4,50,000 rupees. So how the company will treat that loss or how the company will adjust in the balance sheet? See friends, the company has made the total expenditure of 14,50,000. So 1,000 rupees it will make the payment from this income and remaining 4,50,000 rupees it is supposed to make. So what company can do? They can pay from the cash since the cash is only 1 lakh rupees. So they will make the cash 1 lakh rupees. They will make the payment of 1 lakh rupees from the cash and remaining 3,50,000 rupees from the investment, maybe in the form of some liquid assets the company is having. Okay, so that remaining 3,50,000 rupees it will pay. So the outstanding balance will be there. How much here? 1,50,000 rupees. So the moment it will be there 1,50,000, it will not be there. It will. So the balance sheet size will be reduced by 4,50,000. Right? So the balance sheet size will be 45,50,000. On the left side, how the company will adjust? See, sundry creditor will not say that give me 4,50,000 rupees less because you have incurred the loss. Cash credit banker will not say. Even banker will not say. So all will demand the entire due. So it is the first, the capital is the first who bears the loss, right? That is the characteristic of the capital, that it is the first to bear the loss and last to get the profit. Okay. So how it will be done? So 3 lakh rupees, since the company has made the total loss of 4,50,000. So this reserve and surplus has been completely eroded. Remaining 1,50,000 will be reduced from the capital. So the total capital of the company is now 3,50,000. Net worth of the company is also 3,50,000 and the total liability will also be reduced by 4,50,000 rupees. So friends, you see now the assets and liability tallied and this is how the company will submit you the balance sheet. So they will show you the investment 1,50,000 rupees, cash and bank balance they will show 0 and the balance sheet size they will produce before you the 45,50,000. But I will tell you friends, you will not get all the time in the same fashion, in the same way the balance sheet from the promoters. They will try to manipulate the information also. Why? Because if you see here, the D ratio of the borrower has reduced drastically. D ratio of the borrower, how it has reduced drastically? If you see earlier, the D ratio of the borrower was how much? D ratio earlier prior to loss was how much? 50 minus 8 divided by 8. So 50 minus 8 means 42 divided by 8. So it is coming around 5.10. Okay, it is coming, D ratio is coming around 5.1. Now you see the D ratio after the loss. D ratio is 45.50 minus 3.5 divided by 3.5. So now it is coming 42 divided by 3.5. So if you see friends here, how much coming? So it is coming 12. So the D ratio, you see the D ratio has increased because of the loss. So what company will do? They will try to hide this loss. So how it will try to hide the loss? So we will discuss now how the company will try to hide the loss. Okay. Now the company has incurred the loss and already the expenses has been made. So remaining 10 lakh rupees and 4,50,000 from where I said? From here 3,50,000 rupees and from here 1 lakh rupees it has made. So it is now 0 and it is now how much? 1,50,000 rupees. This is the present position. So since the D ratio will deteriorate, D ratio will become from 5 to 12. So to avoid this, what company will do, they will not erode from the left side. On the asset side, what company will write? Here on the asset side, company will write 4,50,000 rupees. Okay. Now you see the balance sheet still remain the same, 50 lakh rupees, and the capital has also not showing any erode, and the D ratio will also remain as it is as per the previous 5.10. Okay. So now the company will try to manipulate in such a way. So as a banker, as an investor, as a financial analyst, when you find the loss on the asset side, what you are supposed to do while analyzing, see the investment it will show 1,50,000 only and cash 0. Why it will show 0? Because already the payment has gone in the form of 3,50,000 here. So that's why they cannot manipulate this information. They simply what they can do, the loss they can write on the asset side, and even the accounting standard allow, friends, to write the loss on the asset sides. So if someone asks whether the loss is in assets or liability, so whenever, friend, you have any doubt whether the loss is in assets or liability, see, liability is always source of fund and the assets are always usage of fund, means outgo of the fund. Because of the fund outgo, the loss is always called as an assets. Okay, but this asset is an intangible asset because we cannot touch upon, we cannot realize, right now it is just a book entry. So that's why loss is an asset, but it is an intangible asset. This question are asked from the many financial specialists also. Okay, so and the profit is always liability. Why? Because it is a source of fund in the balance sheet. So whenever you are finding such loss entry on the asset side of the balance sheet, what you are supposed to do, simply you should cut from the asset side this 4,50,000. The moment you will cut 4,50,000 rupees, asset side will be reduced to 45,50,000. And on the liability side also, what you are supposed to do, simply you cut reserve and surplus, then you cut, means somehow you have to reduce from the net worth 4,50,000 rupees. Okay. So now earlier it was 8 lakh rupees. So now it is how much? 3,50,000 rupees you reduce 3, and here the capital is now 3,50,000. Okay. So now you see on the liability side also 45. So it has now, if you see, friend, it has got the previous position of the balance sheet. You can find, and now the D ratio is also deteriorated from 5.10 to 12. So friends, now you can ask the borrower or the company to infuse additional capital to improve the D ratio rather than showing the loss on the asset side as 4,50,000 rupees. Thank you. Hopefully you have now understood the concept of the loss and how as a banker you should treat it. Thank you so much.